Sean with the one and the only. That's right, Blue Oval Media. And yes, on today, I am going to bring you some of the baddest fox bodies in 2021. Now understand this. One of the things I want you all to get is that some of these fox bodies have never been on this channel, or they may have been on this channel starting this year. And so I just want to make it clear, you all may know of some fox bodies that may be badder or nicer, but they may have been on the channel before. And so I'm trying to highlight those that either were on the channel just this year for the first time, or they've never been on the channel before. And the way that it works is that I put it on Instagram and I'll allow you all as the audience to vote for them. So that's kind of the rules. I don't necessarily choose them, but I just make sure that they haven't been on the channel before. And so without further ado, let's get right into it. And so the first one that I have on today is at notchback_T76. Now, one of the things you all always know about me is that I'm always excited about Terminator swap fox bodies, and this is one of them. It's a 1990 Notch 03 Terminator swap with a tech skid block, sleeved, forged internals, ARP studded, Holley EFI, 160-pound injectors, precision 7675, billet wheel, AR70W OD lockup, UPR tubular K member, strange coilovers, and it has 838 horsepower and 867 foot-pounds of torque. And so you all check this one out. Now this next one that we have coming up actually did make it on the channel this year, and man, I just am always excited about this car. He not only made it on this channel, but he made it on my buddy Gearhead 704's channel, so shout out to him as well. But man, it's just a wonderful, beautiful notchback, and this one goes out to none other than at war.admiral.363. This is a 1990 Notch with a Dart 363, 76mm turbo, custom interior, BC forged wheels, and the paint on this thing is immaculate. This daggone magnetic gray paint will really when you see this car in person, it'll make your mouth drop, and that interior is something to shout about. So check this one out. this next one goes out to none other than at T-Top_Thomas. Now, this one is going to my buddy Thomas Rice, and he has a Gen 1 Coyote with a Gen 3 ported upper intake, custom motorsport coilover, shaved engine bay, Serpinator fender bolt kits, Scott Rod dress-up panels, JLT cold air intake. It's tuned by HP tuners, BBK long headers, SVE radiators, and the list just goes on and on and on. He put a lot of time into this build and a lot of parts and everything. And so this is one of those cars that I felt like you may not have seen a lot unless you're on Instagram, but this is one of those cars that we wanted to bring to the channel, and it's one of the baddest of 2021. Now this next one, every time I would see this car, I would be stunned. And one of the things I like about this Foxbody community is that we can be different, and everybody doesn't have to have their car look the same. And this one, and I want to make sure, I may not be saying it right, but it's Diana 419. I may be saying that wrong, but DEIANA 419. This car was just amazing with the purple paint and the setup. It's amazing. It's an 89 Foxbody notchback and a full restoration that was done on a rotisserie. Swapped a 2014 SBT GT500 5.8 motor and tranny. Man, and that is like amazing. But also, it's got the dash and the center console in it. You all, when you see this interior, it is something else. Motor is stock besides the cams. 1320 Junkie Performance ported supercharger. Now the car was built in his shop, and it's a custom House of Color mix. You know, House of Color just makes some of the greatest paint, and it has a lot of other parts. But why am I still talking about it? You need to check it out right here. Next one that's coming up, it goes out to a buddy of mine, Nick, from Street Car Shenanigans. And if you all are not following him, make sure you go on Instagram and follow Nick and my man Street Car Shenanigans. They build some amazing cars over there. I met Nick years ago, and he built this next one. And the owner is Grigio Fox, at Grigio Fox. So hopefully I said that right. And they call this project Loch Ness. And like I said, built by Street Car Shenanigans with a particular driving experience in mind. road race oriented, but with drag race like quickness. It has a full maximum motorsport suspension, torque arm and panhard bar, Willwood 6-piston brakes, 0304 Cobra Hydro Boost system, and it's Coyote swap. I mean, you can't go wrong with Coyote swap. Forged piston rods with RGR engine ported heads. I mean, they did some work into this thing. It's running on E85, 530 wheel horsepower, T56 Magnum, and the list goes on and on with this. I could be talking all day about the list, but you don't want to hear me talk about the list. You want to check it out. So here it is. So now I'm back, and guess what? I'm back with another Terminator swap. You know, a lot of the ones that I'm showing today are swap Fox bodies. It's quite amazing. So thank you to everybody that voted, because you all voted a lot of Coyote swaps, Terminator swaps. It's a beautiful thing, but you know, we love push rods here as well. But this next one goes out to @93 Termi Notch. It's a 93 Fox body notchback with a complete 2003 Cobra swap, Cook long tube headers, and an X-pipe MagnaFlow catback. Everything is stainless steels from the header to the catback. And it has a 373 31 spline, center force clutch, Cobra brakes, etc., on the 18-inch wheels. And so I want you all to check out this 93 Terminator swap. Now this next one is actually a car that I've seen for a very, very long time, and I just felt like this was one of those ones that just needed to be brought out. I feel like this one don't get as recognized as it should on video, but it's an amazing car, and it's at Boosted 347. 1989 supercharged 347, sitting on all maximum motorsport suspension. Now, it was built to be a fun street car. In the works, they're switching over to a Holley EF5 with a Dominator ECU and a digital dash, and also a dark base 363 engine. And so you all get ready from the 347 to the 363 change, because it's coming. But I want you all to check out none other than at Boosted 347. next one you actually have seen on the channel before, but it goes out to none other than at Coyote4i. This young man just always is just not only just amazing at builds, but he's just a great individual to be around, a funny guy to be around. But he has a 1986 GT Coyote swap Whipple with a blown Hanlon Motorsports built T56 Magnum. Shout out to Hanlon Motorsports, the greatest transmission builder in the world. All right, shout out to Hanlon Motorsports. Mini tubbed, aeroed 8.8 aerospace brakes, UPR suspension, Viking coilovers, Brahms seats, 4-star F14s, and a 3.8 liter Gen 5 Whipple. Oh yeah, on the Coyote swap. So man, this car is amazing. And man, next year he's looking to get 1,000 horsepower in 2022. So you all check this one out. One that's coming up, I don't even know how they found me, but they did. They reached out, and this car is not on IG, but man, when I tell you this build is amazing, and I don't have, all I have is video on it. I don't have photos, but when you see a Fox body with modern interior and modern everything, and I believe it's Coyote swap, but we don't get to see the engine. But everything that you're going to see on this one just made this one one of the baddest ones of this year. And like I said, I like to bring you stuff that you may not normally see. And so check out this Fox body that has no IG. right, this next car is another one that I was able to introduce on the channel for the first time to the world. And I just wanted to say shout out to my man John Brooks for Project Dale at 4ID_Fox. Man, this car, man, it was an orange. It's the orange 4i, but it's a 87. I love everything about this car. Dale has a mild built 302 GT43 bar heads, B303 cam, Edelbrock Performance intake, and a Vortec S trim. Man, that's just amazing. Like, and there's a whole lot of other things with that car as well. But listen, you can see the video on the channel. You'll see it, man. It is just a bad car. Check them out. Coming up next, we have a car that really just took the industry by storm. And when I saw this car, I mean, it really just had me staring at it for a long time. This one goes out to my buddy at Pro Tour Fox. And this one is for you guys that love the 4i Fox bodies. This was the cover photo, so you should like this one. I mean, it is an absolutely gorgeous car. It's a 1986 GT with Ride Tech Cool Ride suspension setup, and the way that car was slammed, I know he had to do something special. Mostly a stock engine, GT40 tubular intake, 130 amp alternator, aftermarket AC, things like that. But it has an 18 by 8.5 rotoform CCV monoblock wheels, and when I tell you that car is amazing, it is. So check them out. Now, I hope you all are going to blueovalmedia.com and checking out all of the apparel. That's right, go to blueovalmedia.com. Make sure you go pick up your hoodie. Man, I have them on sale right now. Make sure you pick those up. And man, you know, support the channel. I really appreciate everybody who has helped support this channel this year and help make this thing great. It's really been a great experience, and I want you all to go to the website. Now, this next one is probably, so recently we had a debate, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, like, this one right here is probably the baddest Foxbody that I personally saw this year. And it was hands down. I was next to this car at the convention center for Mustang Week, and the build and the particulars on this car was just absolutely amazing. And it's bipolar notch, and it was a Coyote swap Fox where the owner did not miss a thing on this one. And you all saw me do a video on it on the channel. If not, make sure you check it out. But I mean, this was one, hands down, one of the baddest, if not the number one Foxbody that I saw this year. And I really love this car. Shout out to the owner. I believe he sold it, but man, you did an amazing job. And so you all check this one out. Make sure you all go to blueovermedia.com to pick up your hoodies and all the apparel. Man, thank you all for just your support of the channel as everything that's been going on. It's been a real challenging year, but we made it happen, you all. We made it happen. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you like the video. Make sure you leave me a comment and let me know what you think, because I want to keep doing this for you all, not only for the community, but I love doing this now. It's not my full-time job, but I still love doing it. And with your support, I can keep doing more. There's a lot more that's going to be coming you all's way, and I'm looking forward to everything that I can bring your way. It's your boy, Kenneth Sean, and I am out.